Yo, I bet that's worth some bank.
Hands off. Stick to the plan. We're waiting for the spider. You set off an alarm and bring the cops. No amount of money's gonna save you from the Kingpin. You dig?
They're setting a trap for me with idiots like this? Not gonna happen. Better take out the cameras, or the cops will blame this all on me. Let's see what I can do before they figure out I'm here.
Why did it have to be a museum? Museums are lame. I feel like I'm back in school.
They had field trips in reform school? Yeah, shut your mouth and do your job. The lady says museum, we go to the museum.
Lots to steal in museums. Great. I think I know who's about to cross my path.
Hey, why do we have to fight the spider? Kingpin's got people more, you know, in his weight class.
Hey, Kingpin's got a plan, and he ain't let us down yet. You want to start criticizing? Go ahead. It's your funeral. There he is! What?
Can you at least say some fun bad guy things like, "Curse you, Spider-Man"? I love that one. Took a few too many shots that time. Felicia, why am I not surprised?
Oh, is our relationship getting predictable? Let me see what I can do to bring the excitement back.
Somebody there? Huh? Bruno? Bam! There he is! Fellas, I got him!
Hey, pay attention! I'm not gonna do this again for your benefit. I expected better from you, Felicia.
What am I supposed to do? Work retail? You don't need hot guys in skin-tight spider costumes selling shoes.
You could have hooked up with me. I mean, yeah, I meant work with me. I'm gonna take down bad guys instead of being one.
It's my nature to break the rules, Spider. You should try it sometime. You might like getting a little naughty.
But working for the Kingpin, Felicia? Organized crime? You're better than that.
Oh, you have no idea how good I am.
I can check that one off my list. I webbed your nostrils open so you won't snore. No need to thank me.
Hey, something's happened!
Did that hurt?
This ain't right. We weren't supposed to fight the spider alone. You were supposed to help us, lady.
Let that be a lesson to you, fellas. Follow a woman just because you like the way she fills out a catsuit, and you'll be disappointed every time.
That's a first. No man's ever called me disappointing before. You just haven't given me a chance, Spider.
I want to, do the right thing. But your track record isn't great. This one time I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still better than you. And the judges give Spidey a perfect...
Should I have served my time like a good little girl? Get out when I'm old and wrinkly? I don't think so.
You're saying the Kingpin got you out of jail? How much power does this guy have?
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Power. His, yours, and mine.
Did you expect me to stand there? They say bad guys don't think of themselves as bad guys, but come on, you must know.
Have I mentioned I like to watch?
Just what I wanted.
I like to play rough.
Don't feel it. Webs, do your stuff.
I know I'm playing hard to get, but I'm worth it.
Let's not fight. Never mind. Let's fight.
I don't like this any more than you do.
When you put forth this weird... Rejected.
I've learned a thing or two.
Hey, pay attention. I'm not gonna do this again for your benefit.
Now you know how the other guy feels when you hide in the shadows.
This one time I fought...
Faster than you expected, huh?
Just a little closer.
You're so cute when you're confused.
feel bad. You're not... All right, you're not good.
You're just dying to get your hands on me, aren't you? You naughty boy.
Like
you infuriate me. I like watching you come into a room, but I like watching you leave even better.
And heave! Deliberately? Moving really slowly? Is this like some sort of mime thing?
Now I'm starting to think you're not really trying.
You want to go practice some more? Maybe try this again tomorrow?
Neither of us wants this, but it has to happen.
Come on, you're not really trying.
I know I'm being fresh, but when you dress like that, what do you expect? I bet you were the worst hide-and-seek player ever.
Your heart wasn't in this, Felicia. Tell me what he did to you.
I was transferred to Ravencroft. The Kingpin came to see me.
Just to be clear, we're talking about Wilson Fisk.
Yes. He said he knew I was after power and he could give it to me.
You'd owe him. That's how it always works, isn't it?
The doctors did experiments. They called it DNA crafting or crisscrossing.
Cross-species genetics? You've seen what can happen. Why would you do that to yourself?
Boy, you are thick. I did it for you, so I'd be like you, so we could be together. But then the Kingpin ordered me to kill you, or die myself. I couldn't. I can't.
Felicia, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm not interested in your face, just your lips.
I can get you help. Witness protection, a new life safe from the Kingpin. And maybe someday we can get to know each other like normal people.
I don't want to be normal people. Run away with me. We'll go somewhere exotic. With our power, we can live like royalty. Adventure, excitement, romance. And that sounds terrible to you.
No, but I've got responsibilities.
Well, I'm not one of them. Don't worry about me. I've always done fine with a target on my back.
I can't just let you go.
Fisk owns too many cops. If I'm in custody, I'm as good as dead. You can't do that to me any more than I can do it to you. You ever decide you want some fun in your life? Look me up.
Felicia, wait! It all makes sense. Fisk becomes the Kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force. And the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Craven. I can't let him get away with this. I need to know more, inside information on Fisk. And I've got an old friend who can get it. Harry probably knows more about Fisk than anyone.
Spider-Man! Have you thought of visiting London?
Not sure what I was aiming at there. It all makes sense. Fisk becomes the Kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force. And the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Craven. I can't let him get away with this. I need to know more, inside information on Fisk. And I've got an old friend who can get it. Harry's more likely to talk to his old pal Peter Parker than some nut in a costume.
Wow. Everyone knows Fisk is crooked. But you're saying he's actually setting himself up as the top crime boss in New York?
That's what I've been hearing. I'm working with Whitney Chang on a story, and she needs proof. You're closer to Fisk than anyone I know.
Not really. He keeps his business private. But, as an investor, I do have access to the task force's financial records.
Oh.
Okay. One of the addresses you gave me came up. Large payments to a security consultant. Fisk handles all the personnel decisions. He's the one who hired this Kravinoff guy. But he cooked the books, so technically, Oscorp's paying him. He's trying to throw me under the bus.
Join the club.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just... I trusted someone I shouldn't have. And I probably should have seen it, but... after losing my dad and Uncle Ben... I guess I wanted to believe...
You wanted a father figure. I know what that's like. My dad shut me out of his life to focus on saving his own. And all he ended up leaving me was the disease that killed him.
Harry, I'm sorry. What is it?
It's genetic. Very rare. Degenerative. My father extended his life by spending a fortune while he looked for a cure. I don't have that kind of time.
There's gotta be some hope.
Gene therapy. That's what all my dad's research was about.
Is that why Norman started the cross-species experiments?
Yeah. He thought he could give himself the resistance some animals have to conditions like this. But the closest he ever got was the work he did on spiders with your father.
But Dad disappeared. And his work went with him. Your task force. Their body armor has medical applications. Can it help at all?
It's not a cure, but it can give mobility to people who can't get around on their own. The task force has helped me improve on it, and protect my research from criminals who'd steal it. But it was a mistake to work with Fisk.
He knows you're sick?
He figured it out. And now he's waiting for me to die so he can take Oscorp for himself. Listen, Pete. Take it from a guy who knows. When the people you trust turn their back on you, it's just proof you have to handle your problems yourself. But sometimes, you still need help.
Harry, I'll do whatever I can for you. Just tell me what—
Spider-Man. No one knows for sure how he got his powers. But he looks to me like the only successful, healthy example of cross-species genetics out there. You take pictures of him. You must have some way of reaching him.
Well,
Peter, I need Spider-Man's blood.
oh yeah!
I caught up with Peter Parker. We used to be pretty good friends when we were kids, and our dads were partners. I was hoping he might be able to tell me more about his father's research, but he doesn't know any more than I do. Less, actually. Based on Dad's papers, I get the impression Richard Parker went on the run because Dad wanted to weaponize his research. Typical Norman Osborn. He either ran off or killed the one guy who might have been able to save his life. As if I didn't have enough problems. Now I have to worry about Oscorp being stolen out from under me. Donald Mencken's supposed to work for me. And for now, he's doing what I say. But it's obvious he'd like to run the place. Then there's Wilson Fisk. He keeps offering to buy the company. I might even sell it, if I didn't need Oscorp's research division to find a cure for my disease. I've got to watch them. They'd both stab me in the back without thinking twice.
This just in, Webbs needs something to stick to. Poor Harry. I want to help him, but without the proper testing, my blood could actually make things worse. Feel it. If my blood could cure Harry, I'd give it to him in a heartbeat. But it'll take time and lots of research to find out. He's in no mood to wait. Okay, let's ride off into the sunset. I hope the bad guys appreciate all the effort I go through looking for them.
Sidekick now?
Spider-Man! I'm the president of your fan club!
The shaken victim said, if Spider-Man hadn't been there, I don't know what would have happened.
If I give Harry my blood without testing it first, it could kill him. Or turn him into a monster like with Dr. Connors. And then who knows how many people he might hurt. Or even kill.
I sure wish some dude dressed up like a spider would help me not get killed. Hink, hink.
Remember, I am not a horse. Do not kick me.
The shaken victim said, if Spider-Man hadn't been there, I don't know.